Okay, going live. Okay, we are live.
Yes,
So,
again.
yeah. Hey, everybody. How long has it been, Eva?
Oh, it's been a few months,
Been
I
a
think.
while. It's been a while,
Since
right?
March, I think, maybe March or April.
Yeah. It's been a long time, man. I feel a
Yeah,
little rusty, but
yep,
honestly, I kind of miss it too. You know,
I
all
know.
the engagement, all the interaction, all the great questions we get from everybody. So we'll get started in a minute. We've got a couple of folks joining already, but this should be awesome. So I think those folks that there was a lot of interest in the group.
Yeah,
For folks that want to learn about Facebook, which I think is the hottest and the fastest platform as far as e-commerce is
in
concerned.
2021. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. So we got 6 people now. And hey, for those of you joining, go ahead and post where you guys are watching from. We'd love to know.
yeah, I want to know.
Yeah, we'd love to know what cities people are calling in from.
Yep, and if you have any
For probably
experience
fun.
as well, okay, that would be
For
great too.
sure. For
Mhm.
sure, for sure. Okay. So we got a comment. Thank you for arranging this session. Absolutely, it's our pleasure, and
And
we're
where are you
hoping.
from?
And where are you from? Let us know.
Yeah, from Pakistan. Awesome,
From
welcome.
Pakistan, USA.
USA.
Okay, awesome.
You're an early bird. I know this is early for some of you in the US.
Right. We literally are global. We've got like
I know at
both
this
sides
point.
of the
Yeah.
both sides of the
Mhm.
planet. But hey, let's do a quick introduction because again, it's been a while. I know a lot of you already know Eva, and a lot of you guys already know me. But because we've kind of been offline for like the last 6 months, we just needed a break. Hey, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Let's
Europe.
do a quick intro. So, Eva, you want to start?
Oh,
Quick
sure,
little
throw me
30
under the
sec.
bus.
Yeah, or I can go if you
Oh, no,
prefer.
it's okay.
Okay,
It's
all
all right,
right, go
totally
for it.
fine.
Go
Yeah,
for it.
okay. So I'm Ava, and I've been an e-commerce seller now since 2015. Naeem and I have both started the same time frame,
Right.
and with Amazon, and we still continue selling on Amazon, no problem. And it's been basically the reason why we both have been able to move abroad. And from the US, we both started in the US, and I moved to Canada with my family back in 2017 and recently. And the reason for me being so quiet for the past few months is because we've just moved to Portugal, back to Europe, which is where
Yeah.
I'm from originally. So
Yeah.
again, it's thanks to e-commerce that we're able to live the lifestyle we live today and basically live anywhere we want to. So, and now here we are today because we are going to be talking about the newest e-commerce business model that we are working on and doing really well with. So I want to share that with you guys.
Yeah, and not a small move, right? I mean, like you literally packed up your entire house in
Yeah.
Vancouver.
Well, I
Your
mean, pallets.
your
We left a
in
lot of
pallets,
stuff.
yeah, and your hubby and your 2 dogs, you packed them as well, right, into
The
pallets
two dogs, yeah.
and and moved to Portugal. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
All right, and then as Eva said, we both started selling around the same time. Around 2016 is when we started getting serious. We've done over $50 million in e-commerce, primarily on Amazon, but we also sell on eBay, Shopify. We've played with, and now Facebook most recently in the last 8 or 9 months.
Yeah.
And what we are really most excited about right now is that Facebook kind of woke up and said, hey, we need to get into this e-commerce game. And that's really, really exciting. We are seeing the kinds of returns, profit and ROI on Facebook like we saw in Amazon maybe 5 or 6 years ago.
In
Meaning,
private label. In private
right,
label.
right,
Yeah.
meaning 20, 30%
Yeah.
returns on
And more.
Facebook, which is unheard of. On Amazon right now, the
Mm-hmm.
typical profit, if you get really lucky, might be 10, 15%, but the typical margins on Amazon is closer to like 5 or 6%,
Yeah.
4% sometimes. But Facebook, it's just blowing up and it's only getting better and better. We see them releasing new features all the time. So we're going to be talking about that. We've got more people joining here.
Yes.
All right, awesome. as long as nobody asks me how to get a student visa to the US, I think we'll be fine.
Or how to get a credit card in the US from somewhere else. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So guys, we're going to introduce you to Dan from FBMFox. He is the founder of FBMFox. Sorry, that was an inside joke about the student visa. So Dan started FBMFox. Dan is a heavy duty IT guy and really knows his stuff. We have been testing a bunch of software and we've really been most impressed with FBMFox. Our entire team, and we've got about 35 people, our entire team, all of our sourcers are using FBMFox. It's got some amazing features as far as competitive analysis, finding profit, finding products super fast. So with that, let's welcome Dan. And Dan, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, give us a little bit of background on FBMFox, and then we're going to turn it over to you to walk us through it.
Yeah, absolutely. So yes, my name is Dan, and I spent the past 6 to 7 months, or almost 8 months, developing this software. So it's been a long time coming, and we really started in January, late January, when this whole Facebook thing kind of started blowing up, and we realized that there was a major need for the software in the market. But more importantly, I've been a dropshipper myself for the past 4.5 years now. So, I used to dropship and then also build software. And I just knew that, if dropshippers need a software for Facebook, I can put that together with a team of great developers. So that's what the mission was ever since January. And so far it's been going pretty well because we have Naeem and Ava on, and they're loving it.
We definitely do. And it really helps. It really helps the fact that you've gone through the seller's journey, right? You've sold products yourself, so you understand what's important. It's not just developing a software, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. The strategies that are important, the strategies that help me. It helps also in creating a lot of content for FBMFox's channel. So yeah, all over the place, it's helpful.
Awesome. All right, so you want to walk us through it?
Yeah, sure. So this is our logo, and it's just the Facebook Marketplace software suite, actually. So it comes with a range of tools, and it was the first Facebook Marketplace suite. Aside from just a lister.
And that's actually what I love about your software is, if I may just interject, is that it's not just sourcing. It does a lot more things.
Yeah, exactly. So this is our prescribed recipe for success. So first we have the product research. We have unlimited product research across USA, Canada, UK, Australia, on Amazon and eBay. So you can run our research tool forever, right? Across millions and millions of products per day if you'd like. And then we also have the lister, which saves you tons of hours while listing on Facebook Marketplace. And then we also have the repricing, which is perhaps the hardest thing that was for us to accomplish. But it automatically reprices your products on Facebook Marketplace for you. And we'd like to say it's one of our most valuable propositions that advanced users take advantage of. And if you combine all these things, you're looking at total domination, especially because it's a new market, as Naeem mentioned. The margins are high, and with a powerful tool like this, you can really make some profit. So on to the next slide. So we have a completely free lister actually for beginners to get started. We understand that Facebook Marketplace is still a new market. A lot of people may not be confident in it. We understand people might be busy with other obligations. So we have a completely free lister with one-click listing where you can just click once on a button on one of our 25 suppliers, and it takes you to Facebook, and it lists the product. You can save your products for later. And then on top of that, you can also have templates. So we allow things like automatic markups when you're listing. So you don't have to go in and edit all the time. You can have custom set headers and footers on your descriptions, which really help out with emojis to grab more attention. So, we have a free lister, and then we have a paid lister that has all of this, but the paid end also has the repricing and research for users that want to really step it up and take it to the next level. So here are our suppliers. If you do like a array multiplying thing here, you can see that it's 20-ish, but we have Amazon and eBay for the UK and the Australian market and the Canadian market. So you're looking at 6 more. So in total, it becomes about 26 or 27 suppliers. You have all the big ones, and there's a lot of people in this chat that are from different countries. So we have Tesco from UK, we have Argos from UK, we have JB Hi-Fi and Bunnings from Australia. So yeah, these are all great suppliers that you guys will definitely find useful.
Hey, Dan, quick question for you. Can you answer that question on the screen? Let me just read it out to you. So a watcher is asking, how much can we rely on the tool? Is the data reliable enough to choose a product?
Yes, it is definitely reliable. So we actually have, over 1,000 users on the free plan and the paid plan, and hundreds on the paid plan. And if anything goes wrong, they're always quick to tell us. So we're still new, but we have been tested multiple times. Every single feature has been really, really tested to its limit, and we can tell you that data is reliable, it's accurate, and if it ever goes inaccurate, we'll have it fixed immediately. So yeah, you can rely on the software.
Yeah, and Eva and I can attest to that. Like I said, we've gone through many tool selections, and we standardized on the FBMFox app because it is consistent and the data is really good. So we use it day in, day out as we do our sourcing.
Right, but I want to add one more thing to that. Yes, it is absolutely fantastic tool. However, one more thing is that you're doing drop shipping, so you're not actually buying the product and then spending money on it before someone actually purchases it. You're drop shipping still, so you have no risk of listing something and thinking that you're going to get stuck with it. So
Right.
Yeah.
One more thing.
Yeah, that's a very good point that Ava brought up, and I'd like to branch off of. The fact that Facebook doesn't charge you any extra fees for listing additional products, and it's also unlimited products. You can list however much you want. So, your investment is not a lot to test out the product or the software. On to the research aspect, we have Amazon product research, which gives you the number of competitors on a listing, the number of sales in terms of actual numeric value of how many times that product sold, along with its revenue and bestseller rank. So depending on the people you follow and the community you're with, many people sell products under 250,000 bestseller rank. All these metrics are supported in the Amazon product research tool, which is built into FBMFox. And then we also have eBay product research, which does the same exact thing. So it tells you the competitors and it tells you the monthly sales, which, go hand in hand. It helps you source from many different places. I think I see another question.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so the next question, if I'm using another software, is there an easy way to transfer the products I've already listed into FBMFox?
I don't quite get that. So they're trying to transfer their existing products from Facebook
I
to
guess for
FBMFox?
pricing, price monitoring, and
Right.
also, everything else that you have to offer.
Yeah, so we have a button that just it says sync, or we have like 4 different buttons that say sync. So if you're a new user, you can just create an account and then click on sync, and it will go through every single one of your listings and just pull them over to uh, the dashboard in the backend. And then after that, so that would be kind of one step. And then after that, you would have to go in and add the links to every single product from the supplier.
The Amazon, right?
Yeah.
The Amazon or Walmart link or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever the
exactly.
vendor.
Right.
Yeah, so you'd be looking at 2 steps and a few hours of work to make that work.
Yeah.
So how the software can help you besides the big things, the big 3 things that we mentioned, we also have a simple hack that our users love, which is called the visit supplier button under orders. So a lot of users have a spreadsheet for which product came from where, and you no longer have to have that, because underneath your orders you could just click visit supplier and it takes you to that Amazon or Walmart link. And then we have copy pasting addresses to the suppliers. So you could just hit copy underneath your order in Facebook and then paste in your Amazon checkout area. So it's, quick like that. You don't need to, it's truly a one-stop shop. And then lastly, we have the virtual assistants access. So you can pick and choose what pages your virtual assistants can see. You can pick and choose if they can see your profit. Things like that are really helpful. And lastly, we have the interactive dashboard.
Yeah, and I will tell you guys, the copy paste for the order fulfillment is a big time saver, right? So in the beginning, if you've only got a few orders coming in per day, it's maybe not that big of a thing. But obviously, you want to scale the business, and once you start getting 10 orders, 20 orders, 50 orders a day, the copy pasting of like 6 fields or 7 fields that you have to copy, right? The name, address, city, state, zip, phone number, all that stuff. Just being able to do it with one click is super, super convenient.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We have a quick question. Someone asked where to get detailed tutorial for FBMFox.
Right. So we have a YouTube channel. If you just YouTube FBMFox, you'll find detailed tutorials. And we're going to make even more tutorials. We have about 25 videos on our YouTube channel, but we're constantly going to add more content as the software changes. But that leads into our next slide where, the software is good because we're always having updates, whether it's the Chrome extension or the backend dashboard, or expanding to a new market, such as Facebook Shops in the near future. We're always adding things to the software on a weekly basis. So, if you guys ever have a request of a new supplier or a new market, you can always reach out to us and we can give you an update on how long that would take for us to get done.
Mm-hmm. That's great to hear that you guys are going to be adding Facebook Shops to it too.
Yeah. So we can dive into some demos. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, we want to see it.
Yeah. Just give me a second. Oh, how do I exit this? Hang on while I exit.
Yeah.
No worries. In the meantime, if anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat, and we will answer as many of the questions as we can.
Okay, so we'll kind of go into the research aspect and then the listing aspect together. So, if you go to any website such as Amazon or eBay, you can search for anything you would like. You can search for a lava lamp. You can search for a surfboard. Anything you'd like, really. So I could do something like a lava lamp, just just something I like selling because it's a homey item. I think it would sell well on Facebook Marketplace. And of course, you need to have your Chrome extension installed with you need to have yourself logged in the settings area. But after this is done, you could just search for anything on eBay and then enter a number of max competitors and a number of minimum sales per month. So I like to use a metrics of 15 max competitors and a minimum sales of 4 per month.
So Dan, let's step back a little bit because I know we have a lot of new people here.
Oh, right.
So we're talking about selling on Facebook. Explain why you're doing competitive data analysis from eBay versus something else.
Right. So much like eBay is, Facebook is a person-to-person driven commerce platform. So a site like Amazon, these guys mainly have businesses selling to consumers, right? So they have a lot of titles that are very stock-like titles. But eBay has all this data that is sort of curated over the past decade almost of drop shippers, of normal humans selling to other humans. So all the titles, all the images that you tend to get on eBay, they're already optimized to sell. So once you get these products with good metrics, the chances of selling on Facebook Marketplace go through the roof, right? So this is why we tend to use eBay first and then use Amazon also as research. I see another question.
Got it. All right. For Facebook Marketplace, Facebook should be from the US or can it be from any country? What are the prerequisites to set up Facebook Marketplace account?
Right. So it's available in the US. Now, it's not available for everybody because of the way Facebook rolls it out. But mostly it's available for everybody in the States. And then for some accounts in Canada have it, and quite a few in the UK have it also. And apparently New Zealand just opened up and Australia just opened up also. So those are 4 countries where it's available. Other than that, we don't know.
No, but that alludes to the fact that it's going to be rolled out pretty much everywhere, in most countries. So even if you can't sell right now in your country, maybe try to find a person in the US or any of the other countries to team up with. And then by the time you are allowed to sell in your country, then you'll be a pro.
Yeah, exactly. And USA and Canada, it's absolutely booming and it's doing really well. So
yeah, so Eva is not in the country, right? She's in Portugal. I'm not in the country. I'm in Malaysia. So what we had to do, because I think what you're asking is how do you do this if you're not in the US? Right. So essentially what you need to do is just partner up with somebody. You need to find somebody in the US with a Facebook account and then do a profit share. That's essentially what we did. Just have a conversation with a friend or a friend of a friend or somebody in the US and say, look, can I use your Facebook Marketplace account? And I will give you 10% of the profits or 20% of the profits. Okay, that's really the best way to do it. You just got to find the right person. Now, if you're going to be working from outside the US, you need to make sure that you have the proper access software in place, right? You need a VPS or a VPN. And you're not going to be able to do it from your IP outside of the country. Right. But it's doable, but you need a US partner.
Yeah, and we generally don't recommend VPNs. They don't work out. Facebook is too smart, but VPSs are good. They're a good solution.
And just a tip, we've done a ton of research on VPSs. And one recommendation that we like, that we find to be reliable and probably the cheapest that we've seen, is a company called hosttigger.com. That's HOST, host, IGER.com. So check those out. And that answers the question somebody was just asking, which company.
There was a question before that.
Right. Are we only allowed to sell in the same country where we are set up from, or can we sell from Canada to USA or UK? No, you kind of have to sell within the country you're set up from. Otherwise, you're going to have shipping costs to consider. So I would
Yeah,
sell within the country. Yeah.
right. I don't think Facebook is allowing cross markets.
Yeah,
yet.
no.
I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, we from the users that are using our software, we haven't heard of anyone doing that. But I think it's possible if you partner with someone in the UK or Canada. So,
But you can't do it from your account. If you have an American
Yeah.
account, you can't sell in Canada.
Right.
yeah, exactly. All right. So, shall we continue?
Let's do it.
Yes.
All right. So once you have your metrics set up here, you can just hit search, and these blue loading bars will sort of take over your screen. But you'll see that the products that match your criteria are going to light up in green. And you can save these products and immediately list them to Facebook Marketplace in pretty much one click. But I'm going to wait for this to load. In the meantime, we'll switch over to Amazon, and we can search for a surfboard here, let's say. And we can run the same sort of research here on Amazon. So here we have a bunch of products, a bunch of surfboards, and we can click on the research tool. And in Amazon, we get to use a few more metrics just because of how things are laid out on Amazon, but definitely not more than 5 competitors. I tend to leave these blank and just go with the seller rank and just hit search. And you can see the same blue bars, they pop up everywhere. So here you have products. Right, so we found a green one right here. And if I click on it, I can select any one. And you'll see that additional buttons pop up when you're on an item. But I can select any one of these. And one other thing that I'd like to show you guys is the seller research. So whether you're on Amazon or eBay, you can go to a seller, click on a product, go to a seller, and you'll quickly see the research seller button. So this just helps you research the seller. So let's say you like a seller and they're doing a lot of sales. You can save the seller for later and then research them again and again. So we can run the same research metrics here and go through every single product that this seller has. So this makes it really powerful because really you can't stop running out of sellers. If you have the time, you could do as much research as you'd like. So of course we could sell this, we could sell this. And then we can also save this seller for next time. Perhaps they sell a lot of jewelry from, Walmart, let's say, and you can just save them for later, right? So in the meantime, let's check on Amazon. So the other thing we have is we'll segue into listing. So we have the List Now feature, which let's say I want to list this product to Facebook Marketplace. All I have to do is click List Now. And it opens up a tab for me, and just wait for the page to load up. It just pops in all the information, all the images, the title, the price, every single thing. So That's pretty much it. That's all you have to do. You can kind of select the category and just hit next and next. Change the quantity if you'd like. Maybe I want to sell 5 of these and hide from friends, and then next.
So one thing, if you can go back for a second, Dan? One thing we do recommend is that you do, don't just blindly copy it and move forward, because sometimes in the description there are things that are not appropriate or not relevant, right? Description, if the description contains the word Amazon, for example, you don't want that, or if it contains the word Walmart, etc. So you do want to give it a quick review, but that doesn't take long, right? You want to make sure that the description.
And add some emojis and things like that to make it friendly, or your tagline.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely. Yep. So, this list now feature works on eBay. This product has sold, but you can still list it even if it has sold. But this also works on Home Depot. It also works on Walmart. So all of these top 4 suppliers, very, very popular. If I want to list this saw thing, it turns out I already listed it. But let's see. Crates have been popular these days. So yeah, if I want to list a product like this, I could do the same thing. Goodness, everything is out of stock.
It seems like there's a shortage of everything nowadays.
Yeah. So I could hit the list now button and do the same thing and have it do the listing for me again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so simple, as you guys can see. You don't have to save the pictures or download the pictures. You just do it with one click.
Yeah. So in the future, let's say you're only focusing on product research, right? Which is something I personally like to do. I like to segment out my workflow. So I'll spend hours just researching products and then hours just listing them. So, you could just click save to FBMFox and list it next time, and then you could do the same for any product you could do the same thing for this surfboard. So currently it's already saved. When you click list now, it saves to FBMFox automatically, but I can delete it and then I can just save it. Mm-hmm. And let's say in a few hours, I want to do the listings. So then I could go to Facebook by myself and then click on the tool and then find my surfboard. Forgot what it was called. Aragon. Right. So I can visit my lister, see my list of products, find my surfboard. And then I can even select a template. So, Amazon listings, a bunch of other things. And then I can just click list selected and it'll mark up my price. So here I had these $700 price. It's now close to $1,000. It'll also update my quantity. It made my quantity 3. And it also added some nice message here like, hello, I appreciate you checking out my listings, and a thank you so much at the end. So yeah, that's pretty much the demo of templates, of listing and research across Amazon and top 4 suppliers.
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
The question is this all drop shipping? So the answer is yes, this is all drop shipping, and that's the beauty is we're not investing in any products.
Right.
So we can literally list, thousands of products without worry about cost. And then as it sells, and that's really the key with drop shipping, it's volume, right? If you list 5 products, your chances of making a sale might be kind of low. But if you can list hundreds of products every week, or even thousands, this is the big advantage. You use a tool like this to do it very, very quickly.
Yeah.
So we just got through the listing demo and the research demo. So this is our last slide. Yeah, so just you can bring your business to the next level with FBMFox. If you need any help, you can contact our support at FBMFox, support@fbmfox.com, or visit our YouTube channel. And lastly, you have the link from Ava and Naeem.
So Dan has put some special discounts. If you go to the website, you won't see those discounts. So if you want those special discounts just from our group, just go to that link, fbmfox.com, !ref equals Naeem Fox. Okay, so just save that link. And then again, as Dan said,
add it, I think. Can you add it, Naeem? I don't think I can add it to the chat so that people can actually click on it easily from the chat.
yeah, no, I can't do that.
I can't either.
Yeah, but that's all right.
Well, we'll do it later, guys.
Yeah, we'll post it in the group, so you'll be able to go there directly. And then, as Dan said, you can dive into FBMFox in much more detail with walkthroughs and everything on the FBMFox YouTube channel. So we're gonna now open it up for about 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes at the most, just for questions. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and plug them in right now, and we'll get through as many of those as possible. So this first one here, Eva, do you want to take this one? Imran Rizvi is asking, what are the risks involved?
Yeah, so I think I touched on that a little bit just a few minutes ago when we talked about, that it's actually drop shipping. So you are listing items and you're not putting any money into inventory, so you really don't have any risk. As far as are you asking if Facebook is going to come after you for drop shipping? We haven't had that happen. So that's not going to be a risky thing at all. And as long as you do good customer service, then you're going to be fine. That's all. It all comes down to customer service.
So dropshipping is the least risky e-commerce business because you essentially are only fulfilling and spending money when an order is coming in.
Yes.
And that's the big beauty about dropshipping versus trying to do private label where you're importing products from China, right? So here, theoretically, you could list 1 million products. And even if you get 0.1% sale every day, you'll make a lot of money. And you're only buying that stuff upon order of the customer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd like to add to that, if I can.
For sure.
The risks involved with dropshipping are very minor. But in a place like Facebook Marketplace, the thing is they just got out of like beta phase, or they're still in beta phase, which means like they're still trying to get their direction. So if there's any risk involved, it would just be to sort of keep up with Facebook and their news of what they plan to do with Marketplace. But with high risk comes high reward. We're sort of in the wild, wild west with high margins and lots of sales.
Right.
All right, next question. How to fulfill orders from eBay or Amazon? So if you are listing and sourcing products from eBay, then you need to have an eBay account, purchasing account. When your Facebook order comes in, then you go ahead and order from your eBay account. If you are sourcing products from Amazon, then you're going to be purchasing from Amazon with your Amazon purchasing account. So pretty straightforward. FBMFox will copy and paste your order information into your purchasing account. So there's a lot of steps that are automated and will save you a lot of time as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next question, Eva. If we make a new Facebook account by USA VPS, do we also require a bank account with the same details, or is shipping enabled on the new Facebook account?
I would have to say it's going to be harder to get the shipping option on the brand new Facebook account. I won't say that you can't, but chances are very good that you won't get the shipping option on the new account. Would you agree with that, Naeem?
Yeah.
That's been the problem.
Right. So all these platforms, not just Facebook, Amazon, eBay, they expect a certain amount of maturity of your account, right? So when you have a brand new account, you need to warm it up. And what I mean about that is you need to do some transactions. So, put some products on there, get your aunt and uncle to purchase a product from you, whatever. Just show that you're serious about it. Make sure all of your credentials are in there. And, don't expect just to hit the ground running on day one.
Exactly.
Okay, we have another question here from Imran Rizvi. What if the product is not good and the customer comes after us?
Well,
Okay, so I got to be honest. This is the reason why I moved to Malaysia and Eva moved to Portugal to run away.
no.
No, so look,
good customer service.
the reality of it is, guys, we've probably sold, I mean, at this point, I don't know, half a million, maybe a million products, in our last 6-7 years. So just think about it this way: when you purchase a product from Amazon, what happens, right? And if the product is broken or defective or whatever, are you trying to find who the seller is of this product and then trying to go after this person, or are you just calling Amazon customer support and saying, hey, please take care of this product, give me a refund, replacement, whatever? It's as simple as that. So it's not like problems don't happen, but they're everyday problems that are very, very easy to take care of. And if you're a brand new seller, you've never done it, obviously you need to learn, how to handle those different customer service cases. But I would say it's nothing to be afraid of. It's nothing that is scary. And there's a lot of good guides. We have a lot of good free videos in our group on how to handle customer service.
Right. And I just want to add to that. Yes, you really have to think about this. How would you like to be treated if you were on the other end? If a customer is coming to you and say, hey, this is broken, what are you supposed to do? You are going to go back to the vendor that you purchased it from and ask them for a replacement or a refund. And then basically do that to the customer. That's all. It's simple.
All right. Next question. If you place many orders from Amazon Prime buyer account, they suspend you. How do you deal with that? You want to take that, Eva, or you want me to cover it?
Well, I mean, we just don't use Amazon Prime buyer account. That's really been not frowned upon. So we don't use an Amazon Prime buyer account for that purpose, for fulfilling orders. Is that, you do the same, Naeem, right?
We have multiple accounts, and we do have a Prime buyer account. But like Eva said, we make sure that we don't only use that account. We kind of spread our purchasing around. Now, remember, guys, we've been doing this for a while. We have lots of accounts, right? So a lot of these things, we've tested. We know kind of what works, what doesn't. In the beginning, as you have small volume, honestly, it doesn't really matter if you use your Prime buyer account. It's only when you start getting into large volume, right? If you're making 100 purchases a day, or if you're making 50 purchases a day with your Amazon Prime buyer account, that might not be a good idea. But if you're making 2 or 3, for the first 6 months, I wouldn't worry about it.
Right.
But always have a backup. We say that this is not just Amazon, but just in general for business, you have to have a redundancy plan. You should have a backup selling account. You should have a backup buyer account. You should have backup software. Always have a backup in your business.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, any other questions? If not, we're going to go ahead and close the call out. So again, the link is here, and we'll post it in our Facebook groups as well. Just to give you an example of some sales that's going on, sales opportunities that's going on with Facebook. So I created a brand new Facebook shop on August 30th, and today is September 16th. It took me a few days after setting up the shop just to kind of configure everything and get my products in there. So in the last 7 days of selling, we've done $600 and about 10 sales. And again, that's a cold account. That's a new account. I don't consider that obviously a ton of sales, but within the first 10 days of a brand new shop, That's really, really good. We didn't talk a lot about Facebook Shops in this call. I think we'll do that maybe in another session. So Facebook, there's a lot of potential, and again, as Dan talked about, there's new features coming out every day. So I would say, just to summarize for me, for anybody that is looking to get serious about e-commerce, this is the best time to get into this from a Facebook marketplace and a Facebook Shops perspective, because this is the early days. So you're kind of early adopters here. And, a lot of people wish that they could have been selling on Amazon 6 years ago, right? Well, this is 6 years ago as far as Facebook is concerned. So it's a great time to get in there, learn FBMFox, learn some of the stuff that we're going to be teaching in the next couple of days, the next couple of weeks, and then get your business started.
Yeah. Hey, Naeem, we do have a couple of other questions, from someone else, Aquila.
Yep.
Remember, he asked us to answer these in the live, so I'm going to bring those up as well from the chat we had. So he was asking, so if we have a Facebook account, sorry. I'm gonna be Michael.
Right.
So if we have a Facebook account on another person's name based in the US, how do taxes work? Would they be the ones who have to deal with the taxes, or is there a way we can do it all ourselves? So that was number one question.
Right.
And so
let me cover that. So really simply, if you're working with a U.S. person, then the tax, and if that person's identity is in the Facebook account, then legally it's them that are paying the tax, right? Now you can make whatever kind of partnership and arrangement you want, but whoever owns the account and whoever's social number or EIN business number is in the account, that's the person that's legally responsible to pay the tax.
Yeah. And then number two question, does the Facebook account need to be in the US resident's name, or can it be a proxy name? I believe Facebook can ask for ID, but not entirely sure. Yeah, they will ask for an ID verification, so it would need to be in the person's name. And the last question, and the sun is shining on me. If partnering with a US resident, do you have a contractual agreement with the person who owns the account, or is it just verbal? That's really up to you, right, Naeem? Yeah. So it just depends on who this person is and what your relationship and what that person is asking from you. So
how comfortable you are with that person, right? Obviously, if it's a family or friend, maybe verbal is good enough, or maybe for family and friend you need a double contract.
Yeah,
right?
You never know.
It just depends on your relationship.
Yeah, exactly. And then we had one last question on here.
Yeah. So can we establish an LLC in the U.S. for creating a Facebook shop? You want to take that?
Well, for a Facebook shop, we do have that because it's an actual business. So we have LLC set up specifically. And so, yes, I would recommend that.
Now, technically, Facebook will let you run it under your own social number, which if you want to do that for the first couple of weeks, just to, if you want to speed things up, there's nothing wrong with that. You can plug in your LLC EIN number after the fact. You can always change that out.
Yeah. And then we have one last question.
Okay. Do you have any solution for FedEx bulk shipping? It costs a lot for us. Yes, I possibly recently came across a aggregate supplier company that basically takes businesses like you who are trying to get a better deal and puts a bunch of shippers all together, like 300 of them. And so he's able to get some discounts. So I can recommend that, but we'll post that in the group. Okay, the name of the company is shiphaven.com. So you can reach out to them. You can tell them Eva and Naeem sent you. Best thing is really to post it in the group so that we can post the link in that group for you. Okay.
Right. Yeah, we'll create a post, regarding all of the stuff that we touch based on, so you don't have to be, looking for notes and all that stuff. You'll have it in writing.
Right. So Imran is asking, is there any training provided for this so that I'm able to get started? Great question.
Yes.
So I like the fact that it sounds like you're ready to go, right? Which is awesome. So just as a preview, I guess, or sneak peek, Eva and I are working on a course. We haven't really formally announced it yet, but we are going to be rolling out a pretty comprehensive course that's going to walk you through the entire business from start to finish. It's really targeted for brand new sellers. So how to establish an LLC, how to establish your account, all that stuff, kind of like baby step the entire business for you. And that's coming up in a couple of weeks. We don't have a date confirmed yet, but if you're serious and you want to take your business to the next level and you really want to get into e-commerce, then it's targeted for you. So we'll talk more about that in the next couple of days, and next couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm. Right. So
sorry, I'm late. Don't know if this was covered. Did you keep your marketplace account open, new Facebook shop? And yes, I've got both. Well, we have multiple shops and multiple marketplace accounts.
yeah, because it's literally a commerce account. It's not just your profile, because marketplace, basically you're selling on your profile, but the
Right.
shop is a commerce account, so it's separate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, thank you very much, everybody, for attending from all over the place. We really, really appreciate it. This recording will be available. We'll post this up. And like I said, just as a sneak peek, we've got a special deal for you guys on the FBMFox link. It's right there. We'll post it in our group as well. You're going to get some very special discounts that are only available to our community, our group. You won't find those if you go directly to FBMFox. Okay, so just a little special present for you guys. And Dan, thank you so much for walking us through the app.
Yep, no problem.
This was fantastic.
Showing us the automation. I mean, we're using it. We're enjoying it. It saves us a ton of time and helps us make a ton of money. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Everyone go grab that link. Naeem and Ava were nice to stress test the software, help us build it out, give us pointers, a long time ago. So we needed to make sure that their audience and their network would be rewarded. So go ahead and click on that link and sign up.
All right, guys, go sell something.
Yep. Thanks, everyone.
Sell. Go sell. Good night. Good afternoon and good day.
Yep.